Many Rotarians are familiar with the good work that we do together with the help of the dollars from our foundation. And our Rotary Foundation does good all over the world and so many projects. I know most of us are familiar with the polio eradication, but we also work with clean, safe water and many other focuses. But it's just not Rotarians that find out about our foundation. One of the reasons we continue to have the highest ratings with Charity Navigator is because our money actually gets to the people that we're trying to support. Our Rotary clubs meet here locally. Worldwide, there are over 1.4 million Rotarians. These are people who care about their community, who meet over breakfast, lunch, or other time to talk about how to do good work for their community. And oftentimes, the best work they do is for each other. And when we send money to Africa or India or to South America, we're sending it through a Rotary Club there, the business leaders there who also care about their community to make sure the money is going to where it's supposed to go. And so we continue with these volunteers doing high-level work. We've talked before about how we take money out of the foundation, and our foundation does three simple things. We raise money, we invest money, and we spend money. Today, I'd like to talk to you about how do we raise that money. How do we maximize our gifts and lower our taxes to actually do more good for every dollar we have? I'm a fellow Rotarian and a lover of our organization and the good work that we do. Professionally, I'm an attorney and a CPA, certified financial planner, and I help people give money to charities. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about ways you can give money to charity and ways that you can make a difference with the Rotary Foundation. When giving to the Rotary Foundation, you'll have several choices of where to direct your money. Many Rotarians in our district give to the annual fund because those dollars come back to the district to drive what global grants and what district grants we do in the future. You can also to Polio Plus or to disaster relief or for any particular grant or project when you make your gift. Online giving is easy, and most people do online giving because of its convenience factor. In fact, the Paul Harris Society recognizes those Rotarians who make a commitment to give $1,000 a year, roughly $84 a month, to the foundation on a consistent basis. Yet today we're encouraging more people to give money to the endowment fund. The endowment fund doesn't just come back in 3 years, it's a little bit that comes back every single year in perpetuity. Historically, many people gave to the endowment funds through their wills or through their estate planning. And I've been amazed at the number of people that have written Rotary into their will, and maybe they haven't been attending meetings for the last several years, but we learn about them when a trustee or their executor gives us a call and says that they have left some money to Rotary in their estate. Probably the simplest way to give is a cash gift, a credit card or a check directly to the Rotary Foundation, to the annual fund or to the endowment fund or to Polio Plus fund. However, there are many other cool ways to give to the foundation. Last year I was working with an individual who wanted to give $50,000 to his favorite charity. And he wanted to give $50,000 cash that was in his checking account. But it turned out that he also had $50,000 of Apple stock that he had purchased a while back for $10,000. Our recommendation was give the appreciated stock instead. By giving the stock instead, the Rotary Foundation is able to take the stock, sell the stock, pay no taxes upon their sale. The individual said, but I want my Apple stock. We said, that's okay. Use the $50,000 in your checking account to go buy that stock back. And buying that stock back, you've raised your cost basis up to $50,000. And that's wonderful because $40,000 of capital gains have just evaporated. That's not tax deferred, that is tax evaporation. The taxes have gone away. Additionally, for those over the age of 70.5 or those who are doing their required minimum distributions, you can send your required minimum distribution from your IRA or your qualified account directly to a charitable organization. You don't pay the tax, they don't pay the tax. So instead of taking $50,000 out and paying tax and sending the remainder, you can send the whole $50,000 to the charity. And if your RMD isn't quite that high, that's okay. Anyone over age 70.5 can send up to $105,000 from these accounts, tax-free, per year. We have a lot of people who want to give, but they're afraid they may need the money now. They don't want to spend the money. They might leave it in their will or their financial plan. And we're encouraging people to go ahead and make that pledge, make that promise to Rotary, become a member of the Bequest Society or the Legacy Society, a person promising to give $1 million when they're done with the money in their estate plan. However, probably one of the coolest gifts out there is giving the money today and living off those dollars today. With a charitable gift annuity, you can make a gift to your charity, and the charity will pay you back a certain amount every year for as long as you live. You cannot run out of income provided the charity's foundation stays in business. Additionally, the amount that you get back is usually a lot more than most people feel comfortably taking from their investment accounts. We have an example of an individual, age 75, placing $100,000 into such a charitable vehicle. They're able to take out $7,000 a year, every year, for the rest of their lives. They lived to 110, they did great. This 7% is guaranteed by the charitable foundation. Additionally, of that $7,000 per year, $4,774 is tax-free return of principal for the first several years. And so only $2,200 is taxable. To get such a high net yield, our investments would have to be producing, for the average person with average taxes, over 8.5% per year. And the real icing on the cake, the charity gets the money. They know they've got to pay out a portion for the rest of your life, but you get an IRS calculated deduction, and for this $100,000 gift for a 75-year-old, the charitable deduction was over $40,000. And so you're getting a charitable deduction while you can use it today, knowing that the money will go to the charity, and you still get to use the benefits of the money, and you generate what's oftentimes twice the returns that we feel comfortable drawing from a portfolio normally. You have to have a charitable intent, because any principal remaining does not go to other heirs, it goes to the charity that you've selected. If you have a heart to give to the Rotary Foundation or any other charity and would like some assistance in navigating these options, feel free to reach out to me. Rotary has some great resources. I'll point you in those directions or help you for whatever charity that you would like to work with. My email is bill@billdendy.com, and my telephone number is listed below. Thank you so much for all you do for the organization that we love so much. And thank you for taking the time today to learn a little bit more about how we can give to the foundation. God bless you.